Welcome back to Manhasset Media Minute. I'm your host, Jack Poppleton, here with Jerpy. What? Jerpy. Okay. Anyways, today we're going to be covering the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. The story starts with Five Nights at Freddy's game, or FNAF for short. Released in 2014, the first installment of Five Nights at Freddy's was an instant success, with its unique combination of 80s animatronic restaurant nostalgia and jump scare horror. But as the series progressed, what set it apart was its extensive cross-game storytelling, better known as FNAF lore. The story of the games follow the Afton family and the mysteries surrounding the restaurant franchise, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. William Afton's children and his unusual animatronics were always at the center of the game's puzzling plot lines, and longtime fans were excited to see how the release of the movie would interpret or augment these stories. This past Friday on October 27th, the FNAF movie was finally released. Though fans have been waiting for its release for much longer, the film rights to the franchise were acquired by Warner Brothers in April of 2015. A whopping 8 years ago. Since then, the FNAF community and speculation surrounding the movie have been buzzing. The movie made $50 million at the box office in its first 2 days, a figure expected to hit $78 million by the end of its opening weekend. These are extremely impressive numbers, especially considering the movie was immediately released for home viewing alongside its theater release on streaming service Peacock. So Jerpy, what did you think of the FNAF movie? As a longtime fan of Five Nights at Freddy's myself, I've been waiting for this movie for 8 years, and I've got to say, it lived up to the expectations. Although not completely lore accurate, the movie did follow a very similar storyline to Cawthon's original games, and there were scenes that I was so excited to see included in the film. There were even a bunch of Easter eggs thrown in for longtime fans of the franchise that made the movie truly FNAF. I especially think that Josh Hutcherson had a great comeback performance with this being his first big movie since The Hunger Games. Though I've got to say that MatPat cameo definitely caught me off guard.
But, you know, it's just a theory.
A game theory!
So Jerpy, what did you think of the FNAF movie? I thought it was just alright. It had a creepy and suspenseful vibe that was perfect for my Halloween weekend, and it definitely lived up to the hype. However, the movie was faced with the challenge of appealing to both its adults and children audience, and that stylistic struggle definitely shows. The movie didn't live up to the original game's more intense horror, and caters more heavily towards the younger audience. Additionally, the pacing felt off at times, with so much lore having to be crammed into such a short time. Some parts of the movie felt too slow, while others rushed through key events and details. Because of this, the story was tough to follow for viewers not fully caught up on FNAF lore. We here at Media Minute give the Five Nights at Freddy's movie 3.5 out of 5 Gerald Cheese. Despite its struggles, it was definitely entertaining and is a must-watch for Five Nights at Freddy's fans. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Jack Poppleton. And I'm John Murphy. See you next time.